today's video, we are reacting to fake clip pages ruining the streaming industry. Man, oh man, bro, these clip pages are getting outrageous with this shit, bro. I've been got a couple times too. They'll put something in the title like Marlon got caught XYZ or whatever, right? And then you'll watch the clip and then realize it's not it. Or Duke has, I've seen Duke several times. They clip Duke and they'll put this caption and be like, oh, Duke say this, and that about AMP. The whole time the clip is really old as fuck, but they just, manipulate the situation and make shit look bad. It's just terrible look, honestly. I'm being real about it, But with that being said, man, let's go to get into the video and see what Omeezy got to say about it.
Cover streaming news, but something has been missing in the big 2026. I go to Twitch Tracker to look and see where they've been, but there has just been a lack of some of the biggest names in the industry streaming consistently. Kai Cenat has been gone for about 4 months now. Duke Dennis has been taking spots here and there where he streams. Phantom has also been gone from the platform. The FaZe Boys just got back into their consistency bag. But ultimately, the days of sparking up every single day, getting some new piece of news from what's going on is just no more. And there's only one thing that I can look at to blame as to why this is the truth.
The dog. Twitch before the clipping era, miss that.
Ooh, okay.
Say this ruined streaming, that ruined streaming. Bro, that clip culture, bro. Can't speak their mind no more because they know they're gonna get clipped out of context. It's not even like clips out of context no more, gang. There's nothing like now that is.
But I feel like at a certain point though, you should kind of know that like people should know to kind of go check the source, especially one streamer to another. Like, say a clip comes out and like the caption is Rage, this is Duke Dennis, etc., etc., etc. I feel like Rage would know well enough to go and tap it with Duke and be like, yo, what did you really mean by that? Like, were you really disrespecting me, or is this clip out of context, I don't know, that's my thoughts on it.
Is what the general public will think about you, gang. That's how powerful the clips got too much power, gang. The clipping pages got too much power, bro.
True.
That's true.
The whole world could believe some because of a clip page, bro. Yo, there has to be clip pages that are like backed by streamers that be like, yo, anything that's not from this page is cap, gang. Like, if it's from this page, this is like a verified, trusted clip page. They not posting propaganda. If it's not this page, do not listen to it. Or these pages, or whatever the case may be. But I don't know if that's possible.
If you're new to this channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. It goes a long, long way. We're on the road to 200K, and you guys can help the community out by hitting that subscribe button and telling a friend about us. Now,
same here, hit my subscribe button too, motherfucker. We on our way to 1K, you know what I'm saying? Every single sub will be greatly appreciated, so go ahead and hit that button, big dog.
Now, back into the video. Streaming used to be about vibes, community, and moments happening while live. But now it's being reminisced on like Star Wars or Guns N' Roses or anything from the 80s. The question is why? Because it's no longer about who can have a fun time and that ultimately lead to the monetization, but it's about who can weaponize a 7-second clip to get the pennies that Elon Musk gives you at the end of the month for having a blue check next to your name, or from whatever sponsorship you can slap on there with a logo. The scary part about it is most people don't watch streams, and we all know this. They sit there and watch the clipped narratives. But so if the clip always lies, then the truth can never have the opportunity.
Which is crazy because I was just on T Banks. I had went live the other day on TikTok, and I had ended up getting on that live, and I was talking to him about it, and I said, damn, it's crazy how these clip pages or clip T Banks again, for example, and make it look so bad. But I've been tapped in the streams, and I'll watch the streams, and I'll get the full context of what the clip was about. And I'd be like, well, it wasn't even like this, or that. Like, no, the narrative was all wrong on this, And I told him, but at the end of the day, man, it's unfortunate, but negativity gets pushed way more out than positivity. But shit, it is what it is.
Into the room. Over the last couple years, and really since Elon Musk purchased the platform formerly known as Twitter, now called X, there's been an explosion of clipping pages. So the original purpose of this clipping system that exists nowadays was to highlight viral moments. It was a faster way, no longer the long form video way, to get content creators out in front of the mainstream place and space. But now the new reality isn't laughs, it's out of context edits, fake captions, manufactured storylines, or just straight up false accusations. The pages now are framing jokes as serious statements, attaching unrelated captions to random footage, implying creators committed violent crimes. And because we know how negativity spreads on the internet, they just let the engagement do the rest.
Say I won't. That's just how I'm feeling right now too. So say the wrong thing. I'ma say the wrong shit. Say the wrong shit, and I'm a motherfucker. No cap.
But you could even tell that part was just clipped. That part, there was part of that clip that was cut. And see, Duke Dennis crashes out, smashes his setup after watching viral video of Tyloo and Des partying with Gigi behind. Like, bro, what are we talking about?
I'm a dead ass.
And it's crazy. This is probably not what he was even like talking about.
You won't. See, look.
This is story time about how Duke Dennis took my bitch, bro. This girl, we were talking for a little bit. Whatever. We had some plans.
Now, I'm not going to highlight any of these bozo creators, but the one that's running around right now in a big way is this tweet saying that popular YouTuber Chris Smoove has allegedly been arrested for 2 counts of ending.
No! Well, okay, they run this. This is fake, though. I know Chris Smoove would be like, is this a fake video? Get that guy a map. Where are you going? Yeah, no way, Chris Smoove. Matter of fact, speaking of Chris Smoove, to go, if you look up my name right now on Facebook, bro, and look at what my profile picture is, it's the when Chris Smoove had came out with the merch of I Make It Splash. That you know what I'm saying is my wallpaper to this day on Facebook.
Somebody's life and an additional gun charge. Sources say he walked in and caught his wife and his cousin sleeping together and crashed out. All this
Oh my god. It's probably what Chris Smoove hit when he saw that.
page does is sit there and frame celebrities as some sort of evil villains doing literal criminal acts. It's not even about backstabbing somebody or doing this, that, and the third with another person. All they do is farm outrage, farm quote tweets, and farm ad revenue. And then because they have no face at all, they just disappear behind a burner handle and switch it up every so often. No accountability, no consequences, just vibes, impressions, and leaving bad reputations in other people's mouths about people that they're framing tweets about. And what does that mean for the creator? They're left addressing nonsense. Chris Smoove, because so many people believe that tweet, had to come to the internet and address this whole situation. Somebody who was a childhood hero looked like a villain in a lot of people's eyes, all because of a tweet going viral. They're the ones having to explain something that never happened. They're the ones having to calm their community. And so now you're seeing content creators spark up streams, not to vibe and not to create content, but literally to do some sort of damage control. I remember it was a long gap before the last time we saw Duke Dennis stream. And the only time that he came back was to address rumors about baby mamas. Why? Because the internet ran with this narrative. And having to only be able to create content from the perspective of debunking.
Well, I mean, is it really a narrative though? When it was really true that this nigga did have kids and he didn't just told nobody that he had kids, which, you know, technically he wasn't obligated to tell niggas he had kids, but it's not really a narrative when I feel like it's not a narrative when the information was in fact true information. But I digress.
A bunch of bullshit that some fake page made up for you is causing frustration in the streaming community.
They are profiting to see comms fall. It's in 4K, my nigga. It's in 4K. They're fooling y'all niggas. Kick Champ literally tweeted out, it went viral, I lost my Nike deal. You know how much people still think I lost my Nike deal? Nigga, I'm still signed to Nike.
Oh, okay. For a second, I thought Nike dropped him off of a fake too. Okay, cool. Cause I was finna say, I'm like, damn, nigga, if the big company, well, I don't know, cause low key, a lot of these big companies, bro, if you got bad PR on your name, bro, they gon', yeah, we had to disassociate from that guy. We don't know what the fuck he got going on, man. We don't rock with whatever shit that nigga did, XYZ, you know.
Fuck! Gang! Mo, oh my god. Nigga, Nike called me saying, you lost your Nike deal?
That's crazy.
Gang, niggas is getting clickbaited out the ass.
Yeah, I think that's crazy.
And it's getting real, man.
Now, of course, you would think that there would be some sort of repercussions for spreading fake news and fake narratives. But the only thing from the platform, according to Elon Musk, is that there are going to be community notes on these things. Now, for what it's worth, I know, you know, and everybody else around the world knows that community notes just don't work. They're tardy to the party. They're always going to be late. From my experience, by the time community notes get on any sort of tweet, a tweet already has gone viral and then some. But even then still, most people aren't scrolling to the bottoms of tweets. People are skipping over these community notes and just going straight to attacking the person that is featured in the clip. This then leads creators to get their own sort of retribution, to get their own sort of revenge. Some of them are even seeking the legal route as a way to combat these clip pages.
So I don't care if I lose money or if I don't win the case. That wasn't my point. Now,
I have the power, and my lawyers have the power to send a subpoena to Twitter where they can say, hey, we sent a cease and desist to someone on your platform, and he's continuing to do what he's doing. If he keeps doing this, we will go into a lawsuit with Twitter. Twitter's not going to go into a lawsuit. They're just going to delete the fucking account. You see what I'm saying? So I don't care if I win or lose the case. I don't care if a Twitter DM is gonna win a case in court. I don't care if I lose thousands of dollars doing that, right? I don't care about the money. I don't want Kick Champ's pennies. I don't care about that.
Now, I do congratulate Lacey for actually taking a stance here, and I think other content creators are going to follow suit with him because it's actually getting out of hand. Platform-wise, these pages aren't going anywhere. We've seen that time and time again. It actually boosts these companies' evaluations to have this much engagement. Whether it be good, bad, or indifferent, they just look at engagement as engagement. Two, publicly, there's no consequences for these things. I would say that this isn't a big deal if everybody just blocked these pages and continued to move on about their day, but sadly, they just don't. People are still falling for this stuff. I'm seeing whole YouTube videos, TikToks, Instagram threads, Facebook posts, anything pop up simply due to the fact that people are running with the narratives from these clip pages. And even if people at large do clap one page, it's so easy to set up another Twitter page. It's not even funny. And the reason why
because like they said, it could be the same person, just make a whole nother page and you wouldn't know it was that same nigga. All he gotta do is get a different email, different phone number, whatever, and then boom, he's right back on it. So you know what I'm saying? You put a band-aid on a problem that really needed a bomb.
are going to keep going on and keep getting set up even if they do get knocked down. It's simply due to the fact that these pages are backed by those digital game sites. When the clip pages turned on Aiden Ross, he talked about how he was about to sue them as well, but got a phone call from Big Brother telling him that he needs to settle down.
I was like, okay, I'll keep it cordial. But my whole thing was, I didn't want people to, like, I don't want people to actually think like, I'm paying that dude money to post. I'm paying him money to remove posts. And I pay him money.
But it's fucked up, like, say for like Kai or other creators who don't have the relationship with, like, they don't have no leverage to tell them, like, yo, chill out, bro.
But that's why I'm not gonna say what streamers, but I texted a couple streamers that were mad about KickChamp, and I literally said, "Do you want to team up on this defamation lawsuit?" I was gonna sue KickChamp. The only reason why I didn't sue KickChamp was because they don't do it, because we pay the money. I was like, okay, so then you stop posting about me. That's when KickChamp unblocked me, and that's when like everything was.
Is it a kid or like a grown ass man?
It's a grown man. He showed his face.
The biggest disinformation and misinformation page about content creators and streamers on the platform is backed by one of these digital gaming sites. And to be fair, 98% of them are. I think the method now is rack up some engagement naturally by discrediting these streamers and content creators. And then you'll start to see these pages prop up with a little logo next to their blue check mark or some sort of stamp or watermark on the pictures, videos, etc., on these platforms. Every once in a while, you might see a tweet that says, hey, this person might do well today, or this person might not do well today. Those are clear indications that they're being backed by these people. And I don't even know how realistic the conversion is, but ultimately it's just a nasty way to think about this. Anything positive about a certain creator or a certain platform gets amplified, and anything involving other creators on different platforms, most notably Kai Cenat in this situation, get framed negatively. And it's not even subtle anymore. KickChamp himself came out and said that he was doing these things on purpose, partially because he's getting paid, but also due to the fact that, you know, he has some sort of hatred in his heart or belief about the different streamers that he discredits.
I post a lot of positivity.
No, you don't, bro. No, you don't.
Let me move my camera, bro.
I only post Kai hate because Kai is like, he's racist.
What?
How is Kai racist?
Yeah, where do you get that from, bro?
Because he only accepts black people into AMP. He denied you because you're white.
Nigga.
What? That's the reason why you hate Kai? Because I'm not an AMP?
No, it's just like, it's multiple things. It's
Streamers aren't even competing with each other anymore. They're literally competing with these platforms. I told you all that Duke Dennis seemed to be a little bit disappeared from the internet along with other streamers. We came to the internet and talked about this trend of hate that's going on and how it can easily turn into an avalanche on top of a creator.
The internet is a bunch of like dick eating ass, dick riding ass, dick swallowing ass, dick goggling ass, dick guzzling ass niggas, bro. That's just how the internet is. So
that was a lot of dicks, brother. David BD211. Duke making us horny as fuck.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah, somebody go to Give this nigga a ban.
Like when one thing happened, it's a big ass snowball effect of like everybody hopping on what the fuck.
Also, how is this nigga Duke reading chat right now? Nigga, this nigga has his shit like these. Like, Matt shit, like, you know what I'm saying? He got like these. Nigga, I could tell, all I see right now is my mouse and my keyboard. I cannot see none of the screens at all. Like, we get it, bro. You're cool and all, but like, that shit don't even make sense.
Really going on, and whether you like it, whether you hate it, it's gonna happen, bro. But if you've been on this internet as long as, you know what I'm saying, we have, you know that, nigga, this shit don't, bro, that shit don't phase or affect nothing. Like, nigga, we know that y'all dumb. If I'm keeping it in the band, like, bro, we know that there's actually dumbass motherfuckers on the internet and shit who can't tell the difference between real or Photoshop or AI, or just motherfuckers who don't know what's real or what's fake, so they believe everything in bold font. All you gotta do is post some shit in bold font.
Now, in my experience, what he's saying is true. The digital effects don't necessarily matter, but the problem is that they turn into real life implications. Like Kai Cenat said, he got calls about his situation. They said he was kicked off of Nike. Nike gave him a phone call. And I've seen people in real time run up to creators and ask them about something that I knew was on a fake clipping page. And so what do you think is gonna happen when creators have to be careful with their words, because everything that they say can be repackaged, repurposed, reheadlined, and configured in a way that makes them look like something as evil as a criminal? They'll talk less, they'll react less, they'll take fewer risks, they'll go offline more, they'll protect their energy. And it's not because they fell out of love with content creating, but the ecosystem ultimately punishes authenticity. It's a strange space that we live in too, because they've gotten so popular and so famous that they don't have to do these different things. And I'm not blaming the fans for this. Granted, they are the consumers and the perpetuators of said narratives going on, but they're not the catalysts. They're not the starters of these things. The platforms, they're incentivizing the misrepresentations, the outrage, the low effort narratives. They're giving them reach. They're giving them money. They're giving them visibility. And from my understanding, they get paid a good bit of money. And until that incentive structure changes, then nothing else will. And I see this starting to hit.
I know. I mean, I knew like TikTok minute over minute clips was paying and like steak shit, but I didn't know Twitter was paying like that. Oh shit. Nigga, I might need to go start me a clip page, goddamn.
Any and every major mainstream platform, any and every content creator, no matter the size of the internet. I see this happening any and every place. And if you knew you were gonna get lied on every single time that you go live for cloud or whatever the case may be, would you? And for me in this channel, I think that does mean we have to move a little bit different as to what we have to talk about. Not anything in a bad way, but just the fact that streamers and content creators are gonna be moving differently. They won't give us the moments that bring up bigger conversations anymore. They won't give us the viral moments. They won't even do the things that can be praised and glazed. They just won't do anything at all. I guess that means we need to start commentating on the relationship side of the internet and talk about what you bring to the table in 50-50. Or is this person a racist?
Oh fuck, man. Anyways, man, with that being said, man, y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this in the situation. Let me know y'all thoughts on this situation in the comment section below. Hit the like button and also hit that subscribe button. We are on our way to 1K subs, and every single sub is greatly appreciated. Until next time. Peace.